There's also the conversation around like Black trauma films and how people are really trying to, they're saying like, no more of these Black trauma films. There are so many other filmmakers out here who are making films that are centered around Black people, Black stories that we could relate to, that shows Blackness is not a monolith, and there's so much diversity within the culture. What are your thoughts on the thought of Black trauma films?
I think I think that if it's in the scope of us telling our stories, then it's different. But when you have other entities telling our stories from their perspective, then it's not real. How can you tell our stories from your perspective when you haven't lived it and you haven't gone through it? Because on the other side of that trauma is the joy. And of course, trauma is a part of it, but that, I don't feel like that has to be the consistent story that's put out there. It doesn't have to be. There's Black love, Black joy, Black whatever. Like, it's all a part of who we are. It makes us who we are. There's Black comedy, which comedy is like my first love. Like, that's normally the characters that I play. Like, I did it in Love 'Em or Leave 'Em, and I did it in, The Introvert Life, which I produced the pilot for that. So there are other stories out there that you can tell besides the trauma, but we have to tell those stories. We can't allow for other people, we can't expect for other people to tell our stories in the context that it's meant to be told. We can't expect that because they're only doing it for their benefit, not for ours.